He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And the Cardinals are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to pass, it's Moss. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They booted away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it.
Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's looking deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
That's caught. It's Alston. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Wide open downfield. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets a block. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go... After the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. It's 1st down from the 11. They'll run the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adapting. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Cardinals will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Third and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. They're working that left side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Say what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Well, jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Lacey. Right down the gut of the field. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Louisville. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Here. I'm out on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. A short throw to the sideline, but it is long enough for a first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation and what play to dial up.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. That's caught. It's Alston. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards and then stop that clock.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires on the move. Makes the grab. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Absolutely perfect. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.
Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going to the run to start this second half. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. Across the 45. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every...
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The play action fake. Pressure coming. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Moss. Makes the grab. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 27 to Kansas. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle. It's Alston. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They run him out of bounds. He gets him to the 47. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Catch in the middle, it's Sanchez. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Gets it out fast. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the end zone. He's in for the touchdown.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's put the college football world on notice.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are.
Beck's going for the goal line. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And when the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football.
Sneaks it into the end zone.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
This defense is played with a chip on its shoulder. Like they knew this guy was a great running back, and they took pride shutting him down today. So many guys near the line of scrimmage, so aggressive. Priority number one was stopping that great running back. Not only have they done that, he has negative yards rushing on the day.
The Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I know everybody's looking at that clock as it ticks, and we're down a couple of possessions, but nice job getting the first down. But this offense has to stay in hyperspeed, right? Down 2 possessions, got to throw the football, use the sidelines, use the middle of the field, especially as you get close to that 2-minute mark.
To the air, it's Moss. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He got it. They will score. Touchdown Cardinals.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense. That guy's good.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. It's on target and complete. Oh, he's got some space. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Barnett. Grab near the marker, it's Sanchez. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Give to the single back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on